Flashy like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than my 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard and live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-Trade, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove cup. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what about that?
Hey yo, Preem, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time.
Yeah, time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitor sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. These guys also fell in their opener a week ago, so we got a couple of teams here desperately trying to avoid that 0-2 start. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 88 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's again to Cook. Able to slither by. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Mayfield to throw it. And this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. He's still on his... touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 20-yard line.
To throw, it's Milton. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is going to have a Jags first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Up the middle, it's Hampton. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
From the 31, here's a second down and 9. Now Milton. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Hampton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
Here's Milton. And this is incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
60 Eagles. 18 Rebels.
Here's Milton now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. Throwing is Milton. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Come on.
Now it's Hampton. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Milton. Over the middle, complete. That's Hampton. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
70 Rangers.
To throw is Milton. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Xavier Worthy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield off the play fake. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Jalen Nailor, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A run once more with Hampton. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third and 4. Operating from the gun. Milton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A spin. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 31 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt it in, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy. The
Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a play fake here on first down.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
And the Jaguars first down.
Check. 19, Charger, 19. Hurt. Hey, pass. Buffalo 18. 65 check.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down.
Off the play fake, Milton eluding the pressure right.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On fourth down, Milton.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hawk 70. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. 19 Lion. Panther 11. 18 Pioneer. 18 Rattler.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Xavier Worthy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
His kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he floats one there, incomplete.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Looking to put a drive together.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's Hampton. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Milton. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Open man right side is Rice. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Mayfield looks to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting his inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Fights through it. Able to fight through one. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Jaguars back with it on offense. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. To throw, it's Milton.
sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former third overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Mayfield now from the 50. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Mayfield looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Rice. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Mayfield down. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. James Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here's Milton now to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Throwing is Milton.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Milton. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Here's Milton.
Throw left side complete. That's Hampton.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Jacksonville.
To throw is Milton. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Milton.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back to throw now on 1st down. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy,
his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by